Hello, my name is Father Mike Ford, and I'm a Dominican friar and the spiritual director of the Dominican Shrine of St. Jude Thaddeus in Chicago. This is Know Before You Go, a series in which we give you a brief preview of Sunday's readings so you can be a better hearer of the Word. These readings will be from Sunday, November 30th, which is the first Sunday of Advent. Each week you can watch this series online at www.opcentral.org. And every Sunday's readings are available online at www.usccb.org. Thank you for tuning in. As we look at these readings in this first Sunday of Advent, I have to take a look back and think about one of the neatest gadgets that I have, and it's my GPS. And the reason that I say that is because a lot of times when you begin a journey, such as this journey that we have on Advent on our way to Christmas, it's important that we know where we're going, where we've been, and how we're going to get there. And that's what these readings this first week can tell us. We look at our first reading from the book of the prophet Isaiah, and what we hear is a lament from Israel that over the years they've been overrun by numerous countries, people's faith has been shaken, and they're in desperate need of God's help. So as we move on, we can see that this first Sunday of Advent is kind of, in many ways, very close to our own lives sometimes. Because at times we can feel isolated and left alone and feel that God maybe has forgotten about us at times. So this is nothing new. Then we can see in our reading from the first letter to the Corinthians, which is our second reading for the day, we see a wonderful prayer of St. Paul, who is giving thanks for the people there in Corinth, and also encouraging them to say, don't worry, Christ is with you, and he is coming again. And in a way, that kind of previews what our gospel is talking about this week. When we hear this reading from Mark, chapter 13, verses 33 to 37, Jesus said to his disciples, "Be watchful and alert. You do not know when the time will come. It is like a man traveling abroad. He leaves home and places his servants in charge, each with their own work, and orders the gatekeeper to be on watch. Watch, therefore, because you do not know when the house of the Lord, or when the Lord of the house is coming, whether in the evening or at midnight, or at cockcrow or in the morning. May he not come suddenly and find you sleeping. What I say to you, I say to all, watch." And in many ways, that's what's happening in this season of Advent. We know this section of our lives. We know there might be a part in our lives this time of year where we're kind of feeling alone and we need God's help. We have the assurance in the second reading that God will be there for us. And we kind of have our eyes set, even though this is the beginning of the journey, on the end when Jesus comes again. So as we go through and we explore this wonderful season of Advent, this season of penance and this season of reflection as we prepare for Christ's coming, it's good to know where we're going. And that's precisely what our readings do for us this week. Now, of course, your pastor or your priest might come up with a different way of looking at it, but I think that when we go on a journey, such as this Lenten journey that we enter into as a church and as a people, that we should know where we're coming from and where we're going. Thank you for joining us this week on Know Before You Go, and we look forward to speaking to you over the next few weeks and opening the Word of God for you so that you can be better prepared to attend Mass.